Amanda here from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Today we're going to make a really easy but really lovely decorative Christmas gift bag. So you've got a sheet of 12 by 12. This is the Toile tidings. I think that's what it's called. And I've cut it to 11 inches by 12. And on the long side, which is the 12-inch side, we're going to score it at 2.5. Okay. And then we're going to turn it up with that score there, and we're going to score, but only down to the score line, not all the way down the paper. So we're going to score at 2.5, 5, 7.5 and 10. Now when you get to the 10, you do want to score all of the way, okay? And then we're going to turn it all the way around so that the scoring we've just done is down the right hand side, and then just here we're going to score at 1.5 inches all the way across. Alright, super easy. So what we're going to do first of all is decide which way around you want your paper. I want the green on the outside and the red on the inside. So to remind me of that, I'm just going to fold over that where we just did the one score line on the long side, or is that on the short side? That's on the short side, okay? And what I'm going to do is, you've got a small rectangle there. I'm going to cut that away, and then I can just have a visual reminder to myself which end is which, and I'm just going to very gently notch there as well, very gently. Okay, so what I'm going to do straight off the bat is I am going to attach this, and this is just going to be a fold over purely for decoration. Alright, but again it's a visual aid to myself, which is the top or which is the bottom. You'll have to excuse if there's any background noise. One of my neighbours is having an extension built, which is awfully considerate when I'm trying to film. But you know, people have got lives, and you know, I work from home, so it's just hard cheese. I just got to carry on. I'm sure it'll be lovely when it's done. I might have gone grey by then, but never mind. Right, so we're folding that over, so we've got that beautiful real red there. So this is real red. I think is that garden green? And then it's a very vanilla on the background. I'll have to double check those, but I'll have it all on my blog. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fold and burnish that edge there, okay, and we're going to fold those there. And what we're going to do is, we've got a small rectangle there, we're going to remove that as well. Alright, very straightforward. You can knock these up in no time at all. And if you don't want to use your most beloved, beautiful DSP like I am, although I don't know why, when we've got a DSP off, I'll go and buy some. I'm only kidding. What you could do as an alternative is you could make these out of brown, you know, wrapping paper, you know, parcel wrapping paper. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. Brown paper, you know what I mean? And you could stamp it, you know, if not everybody can afford, you know, beautiful Stampin' Up papers. So there's an alternative. Alright, so, although I have to say, this paper is absolutely beautiful. It really is the bee's knees. It's stunning. I love it. Look at it. It's beautiful. So we're going to fold that flap over now, and we're going to attach some more adhesive. And the patterns on there are absolutely wonderful. They're not necessarily Christmassy, although they are traditional Christmassy colours. You know, it's quite wintry or autumnal even. I just think it's beautiful. So I'm going to put some more tape there. Okay, super simple. And then I'm going to put some tape on. Which one am I going to put it on? I'll have this one. I'll have it on this one. Okay. I'll put quite a bit on, and then it'll be nice and steady. Oh, that's I wonder if they've gone for a coffee break or something, because they've gone quiet again now. The builders have. There we go. Right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to really easily remove this red line tape. You can use what adhesive you want. This is just what I like to use. And I'm just going to fold that over. Now, we've not scored any of this, so it won't fold perfect. So you need to be careful and join it up nicely yourself. Okay? It's not difficult to just line those edges up a little bit at a time. Even if it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. And then put your arm inside and give that a press. Okay, and then you've got like a tube. It's a tube. I'm just going to gently just close my blinds and block out the sunlight. There we go. And then what you want to do is just squeeze it together like so. And then you're just going to fold in these flaps and create a flat bottom. You're going to have a flat bottom. And remove the tape. Super easy. Okay. I've not really paid attention to which way around it's being folded. I'm not that fussed. You know, it's a little gift bag. It's not, you know, the Mona Lisa. So I'm just attaching that there now. So I can put my hand inside there. Just about get my hand in there. Smoosh that about so that sticks on nicely. And you've got a tube with a square bottom. So what you want to do now is you just want to squeeze the top like so, and just give just that bit there, that section, a little bit of a squeeze. Okay, could do with a little bit more tape on there. I think I've missed a bit. Let me just put a little bit more on. Sometimes you just need a little adjustment. I think I could do with a little bit more tape there. Alright, so let me do that. Be a bit more mindful where you've put your tape. I've done mine super fast, so for the video. Come on, stick. There we go. So I've squeezed the top like so, and then I am just going to measure it with a pencil because I do want it to be nice. So that measures 5, so the middle is 2.5, so you want 1. I'm going to have them at 1.5 in, and I'm eyeballing for the middle. So 1.5 there, and 1.5 there. I'm eyeballing it a bit, but I want a little bit of uniformity. And then I'm using my hole punch. You can use anything. If you don't have a hole punch, use something sharp and prod a hole. Get out. That's stuck in there now and I can't see where I'm going. Get out. There we go. I'm not going to add the rivets or the eyelets. I don't need to go that far with a little gift bag, but you can if you want. And then I'm going to use some of this lovely Christmas ribbon, and this is diagonal stripe and it's cherry cobbler, it's lush. So I'm just going to cut myself a length. I'm going to make sure the seam's at the back. Okay, and then the key will be in a minute in the decorating and the stamping for the front, and that's why you really make these gift bags come alive. You know, the construction of them's nothing new. You know, I'm not really teaching you much here, but it's nice to have some ready to go. Obviously you tie your ribbon last. I'm going to tie it upside down because sometimes it's easier if you do it upside down. I hate tying bows on videos because I'm not terribly good at it. But not to worry. Okay, so it's double-sided is this ribbon. It's dark stripes on very vanilla one side and the other way on the other side. It's a little bit like, you know, what is a zebra? Is it black and white or white and black? It's one of those kind of ribbons, so it doesn't really matter which way you have it. That's the beauty of it. That's the added bonus. Okay, and then you can prat about with that, you know, and faff with it for an hour like I invariably do whenever I create ribbons. And I'll get that bow nice after, I think. There we go, that'll do for me. And one little trick And tip, if you're doing a bone it won't sit where you want it, stick a glue dot on it. Stick a glue dot on it and make it sit where you want. So I'm just doing what we call swallowtails, which is like where it goes to a point like so. So you do that by trim the bottom off straight, then fold the ribbon in half, and then you cut it on the diagonal going inwards, and that's how you get your swallowtails. Okay, so that's the little gift bag. You can put anything in there. It's quite large, you know. It's gonna be, what is it gonna be, 10-inch? Let's have a look. 8-inch, what am I on about? 10-inch, 8 inches by about 3.5 to 4. But you know, it's nice. You could put a scarf in there, you could fill it with sweets, you could put a small bottle of wine, all sorts. So now we're going to decorate it further with some lovely stamping. So I've pre-cut this stitched label, and that is real red, and then I've got some very vanilla cardstock, and we're going to stamp a lovely sentiment which has come from the Toile Christmas stamp set, and it's this one here. Okay, and I'm going to stamp it in real red, so hopefully I always make a mess with real red, so I hope that it doesn't blob everywhere, because yeah, I think I'm a little bit heavy-handed. I'm just going to stamp there. Ta-da! Oh, perfect. How lovely is that? Absolutely stunning. I'm really pleased with that. And so what I'm going to do now is I am going to, yes, I am quite mad, I'm going to fussy cut that, because I was, my budget didn't allow for me to get the dies for this set. So I'm just going to, I do wish I could have got them, because, and I'll tell you for why, because then it would cut the bird and the branch out beautifully. I'm not good enough to fussy cut that branch. So, you know, if you like things to be perfect, get the matching dies. Okie dokie. Sounds like the builders are back, so I'll just apologise in advance. I don't think they've been saying any naughty words. I haven't heard any. So that's a bonus. Oh dear. Right, so I'm just very careful, and I do want a little bit of a border just around. I don't want to smudge. I don't want to reactivate the ink with my sweaty palms, so I'm being very careful not to touch it too much. Okay, I'm managing to keep quite an even border. It's not difficult because it's quite a straightforward shape. If you just go slowly, and they say to move the card rather than the scissors. I tend to do a little bit of both. As you can see there, when I'm going around that bit, I'm moving the card. Oh, that's annoying me, get off. Okay, I just want this to be, you know, I don't strive for utter perfection, but I'd like it to look a little bit something like decent. I don't think that's bad, and I think that the real red on that very vanilla is absolutely stunning. It really, really does pop. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? So what we're going to do now is we're going to pop that up on some dimensionals first of all, because I may well add further decoration yet. I'm just having a bit of a think. This is as far as I've got. I often do have an idea in my head, and then, you know, I make the rest up as I'm going along. So I don't always know exactly how things are going to turn out, because I like to, you know, be creative rather than structured, I guess. Right, so which way we're having it? Should we have it that way or should we have it that way? I think we'll have it that way, because the bag's tall, so I'll have the die cut on the tall angle. Okay, now what I have got as well is I have got these, which are the brightly gleaming foil elements. So let's just have a look. I've also got these that are just on my desk. I'm not quite sure which I'm going to have now. These I have cut from the Brightly Gleaming stamp set, but I don't know if I want them. I don't know, but I quite like these, like copper foil leaves. So let's have a look and see if we can utilise these. Now, are they self-adhesive, or do I need to glue them? I think I need to glue them. Okay, so let's pull one off and have a look. If it's going to be faffy, I might not bother. I might save them for something else. We'll see how we go. I've not decided yet. But those are very pretty, aren't they? Very, very pretty. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, we're having them. We're having them. I like them. They're lovely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of my Tombow. Let me just get the glue flowing on a bit of scrap and just very carefully dot. Now you could probably stick these on with glue dots as well, I would imagine, if you so desired. Okay, and I'm just going to just quite randomly, I think, attach these on there like that, and then I might just have my holly as well. So these I stamped from the Brightly Gleaming, so I've got a bit of a mixture. I'm utilising, you know, when I buy my Christmas craft products, I want to be able to use all of them on the one project. I'm only kidding. I'll stick a snowman on it in a minute. I'm only kidding, I won't. Whoever said less is more? No, more is more. Definitely. I'm only kidding. It's going to look awesome when it's done. Right, so let's a main shot. So we're creating our own decorative element here, is what we're doing. That's the technical terminology for the mess that I am making. Okay, but it will all turn out right in the wash. Okay, and then I'm going to, trust me, I know what I'm doing, and I like sticking and gluing. Okay, so I'm going to stick that on there. Crafting should be fun. You should be able to have a giggle. Don't take it too seriously. And look at that beautiful element that we've created there. Now, I'm not going to stop there. Of course I'm not. I mean, I want some sparkle. And I've saved these from last year. I think they're available. If not, you know, get some rhinestones and use a red marker pen. And colour them in. And I'm just going to put one there. And I'm going to put one over here. And now I've created my own focal decorative element for my bag. And that is absolutely lush. I love it. So I'm going to stick it on with dimensionals if I can find them under the growing pile of garbage on my desk. But look at that, isn't that lovely? Create your own toppers. That could go on a box, it could go on a card. It just so happens it's going on a gift bag in a minute when I've finished messing about with it. Okay, so dimensionals. Alrighty-ho. So the creation of the bag is super simple, and then you go all out with the decoration, and that's what makes it special. Okay, so here we go, and we're going to attach that to our bag there. And there we go. Let me just zoom out episodes like this. So there you go. We've got ourselves a very, very beautiful gift bag, from a very, very simple, you know, the bag is a very simple design that anybody can make. So go and give that a try. Get all of your Christmas stuff out all at once and put it all on one project. And get your money's worth and create beautiful, beautiful gift bags for Christmas. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.